Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Caden, I can't see. Caden, move.
Stay hot. Stay hot.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Yeah, I just signed Gary.
14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Coleman now. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You're crapping on me, bro.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 59 yards. As these guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now
they just drink to 100 comments.
Motion, momentum, everything. Just as you described right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited.
No.
But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
I'm the Cowboys. And I'm playing the weirdo San Francisco.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Right there. 54, right there.
One of my best players equal.
1st down, Prescott. That one complete.
You're trash.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Prescott, and he hits Jason Witten, the tight end.
I'm so mad we caught Russell.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
No, he's not retiring. He's going to play one season with the Cowboys.
Prescott now from the 50.
No!
He rifles one that's intercepted.
No!
Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
For one day so he can retire.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And now the defense for Dallas.
Eric Berry's a textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
No, it's a face mask.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Garoppolo.
Yes.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What do you mean?
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one.
I didn't skip
knock
it.
it
I
away,
started the season.
and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move it again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
You suck. My screen turned off, and you didn't even help when you said you were going to. Liar. Liar. Stupid liar. Because you're doing yourself. Well, I lost my game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Do they have Aaron Donald?
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Throwing here, Rush. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Now Rush.
This guy's way better than Dak Prescott.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
60 Pittsburgh.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Rush. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll try to run it with Morris. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Alfred Morris taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rush. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. Rush. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Rush. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
So we have reached half. Boy, a rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They run with Morris. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Yeah. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want nothing. Hey, shoot.
Here's Rush to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 60 picks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This to Jarwin. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Under 10.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Come on, let's go. Check.
They run again with Breida. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw again on second down. Rush.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Rush. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Got a man. It's Gathers, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage, they can often throw it over your head.
Completes it to Austin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. 2nd down and goal. Rush. And he whips that one incomplete there. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On the move to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is hauled in by Matthews. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, rush. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Looking to throw. Rush. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rush. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Mullins now. Just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. On first down now, run with McKinnon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with McKinnon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run it with McKinnon. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, 46 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Let's go, let's go!
So now the Cowboys down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about